everyone, welcome back to the Digital Art Tutors YouTube channel. Today I'll take you through the process on how to make Pave set ring. So let's get started. Okay, this is my initial setup. I have put a stone along with the ring rail. So let's see how I'm going to create a bezel for this stone. First I'll take a rectangle shape. I'll give the length as 0.7. So I'll make it like this and just move it to somewhere here. I can just further move like this, and after that I will take a polyline tool and just create a kind of angled line like this and complete it using end snap. After that I can just trim it out and remove this center part. And one thing that when you're creating this angled line, just make sure it is more than 0.5 from this line to this line, this point, right? It should be more than 0.5. After that I can join this, and also it's better if you can keep it somewhere at the height of the table or just below that. And after that I will use revolve command. This is the basic bezel for the center stone. After that I will be creating a line. I have used quadrant snap. Okay, for this shank I'm going to use 1.5 millimeter stones and with power setting. So in that case you need to have kind of an estimation on what would be the gap between the bezel, the center stone bezel, and the curve. So I felt that it has to have some gap, more gap here, like this. So I just push these 2 points like this. Okay, after that I'm going to use curve from two views, this curve and this curve. Now I want to split this created curve. You can use rectangle shape and split it using this one. Then I can remove the bottom part. This one I can hide it. This part I need to get into the other side, something like this. So I can use pole array, 0 enter with number item tool, like this. Okay. Now I can split this ring circle using these two curves. Just delete, delete, delete. Then I can join them like this. Okay, next thing is creating a cross section. So I will take rectangle shape by 2.5 and let's say 1.5. that would be the height of the bottom shank. So here I will create a kind of dome surface, and I need to have the same rectangle shape for another cross section, so I'll just copy it. Now trim this out, just make sure there is nothing, then join them. So I will be placing this take it from mid, move it to the bottom of the shank, right? Next one, I'm going to place it somewhere here at 9 o'clock place. So I can use orient 2 points, take it from 2 mids and place it in quadrant from here, and also make sure it's yes and scale is not. So I can put it here like this. Now since this has to get some increase of the height of the shank here, so I'll just make it scale 1D, just a little bit, something like this, and that would be enough. Yeah. And the next thing is I'm going to place same cross section out here, so I can use, you can hide this one, so I can use the same cross section, and I can apply this command orient perpendicular to curve. So once you hit the command, just go to the top view, since this is the oriented viewport of the cross section. So I'll take mid as the base point, and I can just click the orientation curve. Here I can give copiers, rotators. So I'll just take from here to here like this, and I need to decrease the size of this cross section and make sure the length of the cross section, or the width of the cross section. I'll take a distance command using end. This end it's 1.541. I'll just a little bit increase this like this. Let's check it out again. From this end to this end is 1.698. That's fair enough, because I'm going to place 1.5 stone here, so it's always better to keep metal from both sides. And again I'm going to increase the height of this cross section from this end to this end like this. Okay, next I will apply one wheel sweep, select the cross sections, and always place the same position at the bottom mid. You can see this direction from here to it's correct, but this one is not, so I'll switch. This is the shank I did, so I will just copy this into the other side using all array command, 0 enter, and I can join them together, and you can make it Kaplan horse to make it solid. So basic form is done. So next part is which we are going to create Pave setting. For that I'll create a stone. I'll switch into another layer. I'll take 1.5 as my diameter, and I'll just put a stone like this. Even you can use the same stone and make it scale. So when we create in Pave setting, it's always we need to create the Pave tools. Normally in jewelers using basically two tools like burrs and drill bit. So we are going to create both tools inside Rhino. Once I create the stone stone, the first thing that I have to do is I have to pick the girdle curve and copy it to the somewhere here, and I have to give the loft command again using these two circles and the point. So this would act as the base. I will make it cap planar. After that I will create a cylinder like this. So I have to pick the center. Okay. This could be roughly 50 to 60% of the diameter of the stone, but make sure it's not less than 0.6 millimeter the diameter of the cylinder. Okay, I will just keep it somewhere here, and now I can group these burrs and the drill bit together, but make sure it's you are not going to select the stone for this grouping. After that I can put this point somewhere here, right? I use that point to okay. The next thing is I'm going to place this stone and the Pave tool like this to somewhere here. You can just rotate it if you want, right? And you can see where it has landed. So I can push it somewhere here to the tip of the metal shank. Okay, so I can rotate it a little bit like that. Okay. Right, the next thing is I need to create 6 to 7 stone like this. Okay. So the easiest way is using array on curve command. So before that I will extract iso curve from the midline. So you can always use mid command here. So I will split this curve using a point where I can start it from the center of the stone which I have put here, and I need it text split command again using a point. So I'll just put it the end somewhere here, so I can remove the excess parts like that. Here, yes. Now I'm going to select my stone along with the Pave tool, and I'm going to use array on curve on surface command. Here I can select my base point as the point which I have used, and select the curve on the surface. Select this curve, and the surface would be this one, and I can use multiple command. Here let's say I am using 7 stones, and gap between 2 stones would be 1.65. that means 0.15 would be the gap between 2 stones. So I'll use like this. Okay, it's done. Next thing is I need to create a prompt, Pave prompt. So I'll place a cylinder somewhere here. So I'll give the diameter or the radius, let's take diameter as 0.55. I can just give the height, which is somewhere around 0.7 to 7 to 8, yeah, like this. And I can make it fillet out at the top surface. So I will apply fillet edge command, select this edge. If it is going beyond the center, just move it a little bit like this. Okay, then I will put a point in the center of the bottom, and I will move this point somewhere here. Yeah, okay, then I'll group them. Now I can use orient on surface command, and it will ask for the base point, so I have put a point there, so I can pick that as the point. Second reference I will do like this, and when it asks for the surface to orient, so I'll pick the top surface. This will be rigid, so I can just keep placing the prongs like this. So you can just remove the snaps, place it here, here, here. Okay, so I will select all these parts, the Pave tool, stones and the prongs, and I will using pole array, I will copy that to the other side. Now I can give Boolean difference command, select all the Pave tools like that. Okay, it's done. The last part is that I have to remove the parts which is inside the ring rail. So I'll take a ring rail again, extrude them like this, select the shank and the center bezel, apply Boolean difference. So I hope you got some understanding on creating Pave set ring using Rhinoceros 3D. If you have any questions or comments, please put in comment section. And if you have not yet subscribed for my YouTube channel, please remember to click on subscribe button and hit the bell icon. One of my subscriber requests me to create some tutorials on Grasshopper, which is a plugin for Rhino. So I'm just planning to create some exciting videos on that very soon. So until then, keep practicing with Rhino commands. Goodbye.